What possible improvements can be made to a palindrome program? I am just learning programming in Python for fun. I was writing a palindrome program and I thought of how I can make further improvements to it. First thing that came to my mind is to prevent the program from having to go through the entire word both ways, since we are just checking for a palindrome. Then I realized that the loop can be broken as soon as the first and the last character doesn't match. I then implemented them in a class so I can just call a word and get back true or false. This is how the program stands as of now. Are there any other improvements that I can make to make it more efficient?
I think the best way to write a palindrome checking function in Python is as follows. Add the lower call as required.
What about something way simpler? Why are you creating a class instead of a simple method?
One improvement I can see would be to use range instead of range.
While other answers have been given talking about how best to approach the palindrome problem in Python, let's look at what you are doing. You are looping through the string by using indices. While this works, it's not very Pythonic. Python for loops are designed to loop over the objects you want, not simply over numbers, as in other languages. This allows you to cut out a layer of indirection and make your code clearer and simpler. So how can we do this in your case? Well, what you want to do is loop over the characters in one direction and in the other direction at the same time. We can do this nicely using the zip and reversed built-ins. Reversed allows us to get the characters in the reverse direction, while zip allows us to iterate over two iterators at once. This is the better way to loop over the characters in both directions at once. Naturally, this isn't the most effective way of solving this problem, but it's a good example of how you should approach things differently in Python.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.